Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to defeat Radagon of the Golden Order and the Elden Beast. And I will be using the Clayman's Harpoon as my main weapon with the Ice Spear Ashrevore with it. So it'll be like a Frostbite build that will focus on strength and intelligence. And our buffs will be Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength. If you don't know how to get these buffs, they'll be linked in the description below. I'll be using the Dragon Communion Seal as the seal I'll be using. It's supposed to be linked in the description below. I just recently made a video on like 2 builds on to easily defeat these guys. So yeah, I'll link all the stuff in the description below. So yeah, my talismans are Ritual Sword Talisman, Winged Sword Insignia, Haley Drake Talisman, and Radagon Sword Seal. So yeah, everything will be in the description below. Yeah, so we're gonna watch this opening cutscene for the first part of this end game battle. I am very excited to finish this series. The series won't be over. Of course, we have other stuff like Nicola's Haley Tree and Volcano Manor and stuff, but we'll have to cover that another time due to Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah. There we go, that's Marika turning into Radagon over there. The blonde turning to red. I just love these endgame, and the endgame cutscenes are really good here. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start off with using our Spirit Summon Black Knife Tiche. Once again, I will link that in the description below on how to get Black Knife Tiche. Yeah, so we're going to start off with just trying to go, and we're going to use our Ashrevore Ice Spear, of course, and we're just going to start eating away at his health. So already you can see, his health does go down pretty quickly, as you can notice, Frostbite does do a good chunk of Radagon's health. It's kind of like Bleed, Frostbite and Bleed are very similar, although Bleed would not do the same thing as Frostbite had done. I'll go into more detail on the build I'm using in the video I link in the description below. I had a whole video on like the 2 builds I could use for this boss, so if you want more information on like the build I'm using, you can watch that video in the description below. But anyway, so I'm just going to show, me just beating this boss and, showing all the cutscenes and everything, which wasn't in that other video that I made. Yeah, so we're just going to keep on eating away at his health. As you can see, it does a ton of damage. The range sucks on this weapon, so you are going to have to go a little close to him. That's the problem with this, is that the range sucks, but the damage is great. So I still use it because of the damage. But yeah, so as you can see, he is almost dead here. We're just going to finish him off. There we go. Alright, now feel free to get your buffs for the Flask of Wonderous Physick. I use the Stone Barb Cracked Tier and the Strength Not Crystal Tier. In case you were wondering, that's what I use for my Flask of Wonderous Physick, yeah. Stone Barb Cracked Tier for like stance breaking, and Strength Not Crystal Tier to increase strength. Yeah, so just go consume your buffs. Yeah, so here we are. We go on to the next part of the battle, which is the Elden Beast, which is significantly harder than Radagon, for sure. Yeah, I think the most disturbing part is that you're gonna see what happens to Radagon's body. It's kind of disturbing. Yeah. So the sword they pull out is actually Radagon's body. So that's what's just kind of disturbing about that. There we go. Now we gotta take on the Greater Will itself. If you know anything about the lore. Yeah, here we go. It's us versus a literal outer god. It's fitting for an endgame boss. Yeah, it's just that majestic, powerful Elden Beast just there, and we just stand before it like we could do anything. But we do. We are able to do something. We look so weak in this powerful beast, but no, you're gonna see, we're gonna take down this beast We're gonna go and we're gonna keep on using our same strategy. Just keep on, using those Ashes of War. Just keep on ending him with those. If you run out of FP, go drink your Crimson Tears, or not your Crimson Tears, Cerulean Tears. Yeah. Anytime you can get those buffs back in, feel free to do that, since they only last for a few seconds, like 30 seconds or something like that. So, Golden Vow and Flame grant me strength. You might want to put them on as you go, as maybe once you get a break with, like, Black Knife Tiche or something, since it is pretty easy to get a break with, Elden Beast taking aggro, sorry, Black Knife Tiche having aggro on Elden Beast, because Elden Beast won't be attacking you when Black Knife Tiche is attacking Elden Beast. So Black Knife Tiche is a great distraction to Elden Beast for sure. But alright, here we go. Now this attack for Elden Beast, it's this ring attack. You just jump over the ring. And then later in the battle, there'll be like 3 rings. It's like triple ring attack. But yeah. Yeah, the Elden Beast is actually, this is a very difficult attack. There are tons of attacks I just hate. This attack is not that bad, but it is annoying. It's just this gigantic bit of holy fire damage. This attack sucks too. It's a bunch of, like, attacks you gotta dodge somewhat precisely. It's not too hard once you, like, get to know the attack. But yeah. Some attacks are easier to dodge than others. The hardest attack to dodge is by far the Elden Stars attack. Like that attack really sucks. And it's like almost impossible to dodge all of those. But alright, there we go. We're about halfway now to Elden Beast. He's taking some damage. Keep on dodging those sword attacks he has. Hopefully we get a stagger. There we go. Once you get a stagger on Elden Beast, just go crazy on him. Do that crazy damage. And look at that. Look at him. Look at that gigantic Elden Beast just fall to the ground. One stagger, we're able to do a ton of damage. And there we go. We've slain a god. And we got the Elden Remembrance and 500,000 runes. Look at those runes, too. You get tons of runes. You can level up after this as well. Excellent. And now it's time for the ending. This is just so awesome to finally be at. So, so if you didn't do any of, like, the quest lines and stuff like that, you would just have to, repair the fractured Marika. As you can see in front of us, the fractured body of Queen Marika. That's the default ending. That's like the Age of Fracture, like that. Like that's like the default ending. And like that's just like the main ending, stuff like that. But if you have done other quest lines, like Ranni the Witch's questline, you can choose to do one of the alternate endings. So because we've done Ranni's questline, I will be in the Age of Stars ending with Ranni the Witch. And if you don't know how to do her questline, I'll link that in the description below. Just so if you want to do this ending as well, then you can go ahead. Now there are many endings, but this is probably one of the more popular endings. Since it's one of like the good endings, I guess you could say. But yeah. Here we go. Age of Stars ending.
The battle is over, I see. I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
And there we go. That is the Age of the Stars ending. The ending of Elden Ring! So there we go. We've got it done, but it's not over yet. We have Journey 2 to begin. And time to do the other stuff, the other endings, alternate endings. We have other optional areas like Volcano Manor, Miquella's Halig Tree, which will come in time. I know we have DLC coming up, so this series is far from over. But yeah, so if you want to begin Journey 2, as you can see, the intro will actually start over again. You literally start the whole game again, but you have all of your gear that you had from before. So all of that gear that you had along your journey, you get to keep and start the whole game again. So the same runes you have too. That 500,000 runes that you have right now from killing the Elden Beast, you have right now. So you can go level up the second you get to a site of grace. Unfortunately, your site of graces do get reset, unfortunately. But yeah, so there we go. We'll continue playthrough 2 in maybe a few months, or maybe less than that, since Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. So we won't be having a video on Elden Ring for a while. I will be having a few guide videos before Tears of the Kingdom comes out, but that for the most part, won't be uploading Elden Ring for a while. But we will continue eventually. But anyway, I want to thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to see more content, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.